Citizens, it's that time. You are officially in the incinerator. Welcome to Incense and Common Sense, the live streams that we do here on the Alert Zone TV. As you come in, hit the like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. YouTube been around a long time, so you guys and girls already know how this go. If you coming over from Instagram, shout out to you. I did post just a few minutes ago we was going to be going live tonight. Before we get started, I want to thank everybody for being patient with me. I have an Instagram account now, and I still don't know how to fucking work it. I've posted a couple things. I don't even know if they went out. I am fucking lost. You guys know how I am with technology. I'm still working on it. Shout out to Eyes and Ears Tactical for the actual incinerator. We definitely appreciate that. Shout out to the Huicholes. Got my cup from down there in Mexico. You guys know anytime I got a cup, that I'm drinking out of, a specialty cup, I'll show it off. I have quite an extensive cup collection. This is the rifle round mug that it's going to be the giveaway item. I got several of these. Sorry to everybody I haven't had a chance. If I get the chance this weekend, I'll try and get it set up either this weekend or next weekend to do the drawings, and we'll do it like we did last time. I'll go on, I'll drop something, and I'll say the first 25 people in the chat to drop 504, you'll be entered to win, and we'll do just like I did with the giveaways we've done so far. So shout out to everybody. Like I said, this is the mug. You screw the top off. You screw the other top off. And you got your cup. Look like it could be a 223 or 556 or 762, but it is a rifle round. Definitely. Black Canyon. So shout out to everybody for that. Give everybody a couple minutes. We'll start at the 5-minute mark like we always do. As you come in, hit the likes. We got 5 people in the building, I'm seeing 9. Hit the like button. We should have 9 likes. Just shout out to everybody. Like I said, after we do this live stream, either tonight or early in the morning, I got several videos that I'm going to film and I'm going to upload. I've been really busy and I hadn't had a chance to really get together, but I want to continue to put out quality work. I'm going to continue my series of all of my firearms, my likes and dislikes of my gun collection. I'm going to try and film the next 5 videos tonight. And try and get them uploaded tonight. So we got 15 people in the building. Everybody hit the likes button when you come in. Definitely we're a worldwide movement, so shout out to everybody around the world. We're going to have some gun talk in a couple minutes. Like I said, shout out to Eyes and Ears, Gun Freak Nation. Shout out to a regular gun guy. Fat guy with guns, Zach, man. If you guys have never heard of that channel, go and subscribe. I love Zach's channel. Shout out to you, Zach. I enjoyed that live stream that I was able to get on last time. My old dinosaur ass gonna figure this out. Oh no, this ain't no I ain't breaking out no baby oil. That's all right. I don't need no likes for no baby oil. Although, until he gets convicted of anything, I'm not gonna pass my opinion. With the whole Diddy situation. Somebody said, I think Chad, he'll hit the like button if I drop in the baby oil. You trying to get me the... Yeah, this Pepsi bottle is old, man. It's really old. All right, we at the 5-minute mark, so let's go ahead on and have some gun talk. Shout out to everybody. We got 21 people. As you come in, please hit the like button. Let me explain on my like button before we go further. The like button doesn't always mean that you like this, but get it in the algorithm because somebody you know might agree with what they hear on here. With that being said, I wanted to talk about a few things when it comes to gun talk. And the number one thing I want to talk about tonight, because you guys know this is the nutritionist channel. This is the cauliflower and Brussels sprouts. You're not happy to see me. You don't get excited. After you eat it, you figure out it's food for the thought and good for the body and you need it. Especially here in America when it comes to the Second Amendment. A lot of us travel around the country, not only for work, but on leisure. And I saw a story that inspired this tonight. So for those of you who don't know, in Massachusetts, the Supreme Court, or an appellate court, has given them the power to enforce their gun laws on people that's visiting the state. So in other words, if Massachusetts doesn't recognize your concealed carry permit and you get stopped by law enforcement, that you can be arrested and prosecuted, which is crazy. Just got... Okay, shout out to you. Got that house and optic, yeah. As I was saying, it's just crazy. So for those of you who don't know how all this got started, is in New Hampshire, there was two guys that went to Massachusetts and they got stopped for whatever reason and they had firearms on them. And it just set off a firestorm of Massachusetts trying to enforce their state gun laws on these guys. And their argument was, but we are permitted to carry where we come from. It shouldn't be different because we cross state lines. And you guys and girls got to understand, this is where state rights come in. And this is where we as gun to and Second Amendment people need to petition Donald Trump. Because of Donald Trump's bravado, he's the person to get this passed. This is why we need a federal reciprocity law. You guys have heard me explain this 1,000 times, but I'll do it tonight again. I don't care. I live in Iowa. Illinois is to my east. Minnesota is to the north. Nebraska is to the west. And Missouri is to the south. Missouri is the only state around me right now that I know for a fact I wouldn't have any issues with nothing at home. Nebraska and Illinois is my understanding, and I'll have to research this again if I'm wrong. Nebraska and Illinois has changed and went to these stupid assault weapon bans and all this craziness. Even though Illinois got overturned, it's still in court on appeal. So they're appealing that decision right now. So I can tell you half of my arsenal is illegal in the state of Illinois. Minnesota, I don't see any restrictions. My problem with Minnesota is they don't recognize my concealed carry permit, which is bullcrap. I mean, just something as simple as going to the Mall of America can get me sent to prison if I'm concealed carrying up there and I get caught. Those kinds of things. If we get a law on the federal level, well, then you don't have to worry about the states. And if the states arrest you, once this federal law passed, you can take that state to court and you can win untold amounts of money. But this is why, shout out to Dr. T. I know I do this all the time to people who come through, but I believe in shouting people out that give me information if I can remember, and I like to pass it on because that's what we do here. For even telling me about New Jersey with the hollow points, that hollow points is illegal in New Jersey. Now, this is why I think I've backed off of telling people to get hollow points in their firearms, just because I wasn't sure about some of these laws, but now that it's starting to coming out, you know, I know a lot of people say full metal jackets don't stop, they over penetrate, and I understand that. But if you're traveling to New Jersey, you can have a firearm that's legal and have ammunition that's illegal. And this is always up to the discrepancy of the officer. If they want to really be a hard ass and take you to jail, or if they just give you a warning and tell you, hey, look, you can't have that here. Go where you're going and go, but just know that. So you're at the mercy of law enforcement. This is why you need to understand the law. You may not like it. I know on paper they say, oh, rights shouldn't be infringed on and what have you. But I've just seen too many people get hemmed up on the side of the road. It's just not worth it. I mean, I don't like it. You guys and girls that's new may have not heard this, but for people who've been around this channel and the old channel, you know I grew up in New Orleans. And New Orleans Police Department was very, very honest with us about their feelings about firearms, and they were very honest about how they didn't like us being armed, and certain ones didn't like us having certain calibers and what have you. So I've been through all that. You know, I know every officer that stopped me. Some are for the Second Amendment, me practicing, and some are against it. And so I try and bring that to the channel and let people know I can't be the only person that has experienced that. And if I am, I just want to warn other people so it don't happen to them. Shout out to William Fratelli. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 23 people in and we got 7 likes. Let's get the likes up. Oh, by the way, subscribe to William Fratelli Cooking and Firearms channel. It is a hybrid channel. It's good to learn from. Okay, a reciprocity app. Yeah, you know what? That's a good thing. The USS I'm sorry, whatever it says. But that reciprocity law. I don't think a lot of people understand how important it is to know laws wherever you go. The constitutional carry, you guys would be surprised of how many officers really don't like him. They don't like the benefits of constitutional carry. And I'll tell you an example. I seen a story. A guy got stopped and law enforcement asked him, it was on the body camera, do you have a firearm on you? Well, first he asked him if you got anything illegal. Then he asked him about a firearm. Then the guy questions him, and then he asked him again, and he said, yes, I have a firearm. And the officer asked him, this is in Florida, do you have a permit? He said, well, why do I need a permit? He says, call a concealed carry permit. He said, Florida has constitutional carry now. I don't need a permit. And the officer was just being a dick, and he made the guy get out and disarmed him and was asking about his ID and what have you. And the guy kept telling him, reach under my shirt and you'll see my ID. He pulls the shirt up, and the guy is a federal agent on a drugs thing. And so the officer starts backtracking real quick, and this is all on the officer's body cam. And the guy is telling him, I'm going to talk to your sergeant. And he's like, well, you don't need to talk to my sergeant. And he says, you're right. I'm going to go higher than him because you didn't have a reason to even stop me. I wasn't doing nothing wrong and what have you. And about constitutional carry. So I want you guys and girls to know here in the alert zone, this is what we preach here. I tell you, get a concealed carry permit no matter where you live. Just in case you travel outside of your state and you need a permit. The country is not constitutional carry, just your state. So you need to know. And then, unfortunately, you got to know which state lets you have what. I own several firearms that'll be legal in all 50 states. But still, you know, you just gotta know this. So that was one of the things I wanted to talk about as far as gun talk. And another question I wanted, well, I kind of have a question for everybody. What is some of the complaints about firearms you have in the state you live in? Or do you live in a state where basically, like Iowa or Louisiana, where, I mean, pretty much you can have anything? What about you? You know, I would definitely love, because we had somebody chime in last live stream from Hawaii, and in that northeastern corner, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire. What is the laws like over there? Is it really bad, or is it like really depending on the state or what have you? Because I don't know a lot about the laws in the northeastern corner. I know about upstate New York. Upstate New York, for those of you who never been to New York, upstate New York is a whole lot more redder than New York City. M85. Shout out Willis. Can't have a foal in stock, okay? Yeah, I just think like for those of us who are gun enthusiasts, people who really love the Second Amendment that practice it, talk to your senator, talk to your local Congress people, what have you. Start petitioning the president. I say like this, when it comes to the Second Amendment, Donald Trump, whether you like the man or not, is going to be our best option for getting a federal law on the books. Anybody that comes after him, they're not going to support a federal law. I don't care what nobody say, because they had an opportunity long before. For those of you who know, Ronald Reagan, a starched down, supposed to be Republican, a hardcore maverick and all this, was the father of modern day gun control. He was the first governor to pass gun control when the Panthers showed up and what have you. And it started the ball rolling. And that ball hasn't stopped rolling in California. And now California gun laws, Eyes and Ears Tactical, shout out to him, is a whole lot more. In Georgia, I'm good. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. So just things like that, you know. You just need to know your laws. Not only do you need to know the laws, you need to make sure people that you cool with know them, because you don't want to see nobody get jammed up. Knowing the law is good, because you never know when law enforcement stop you what they do and they don't know. Also, with that being said about gun talk, got a question for everybody since we're doing this live. Hammer fired or striker fired? What is your preference in a semi-automatic pistol? Hammer fired or striker fired? Me, hammer. I don't trust striker fire assemblies in the Petrie. Okay. You know what? Since you brought up that P320, got my cranberry juice here. Shout out to my brother Eyes and Ears for telling me to take the labels off until we get endorsement. Hammer. Okay, hammer. I got 2 for hammer so far. I guess I noticed I've had less jamming issues with hammer fire. But any of my semi-automatics, I don't know why. I don't think I own a semi-automatic that has ever jammed on me. Now, with my Metro Arms Bobcat, I did have like a light primer strike once or twice. But as far as like a jam or real malfunction, I've noticed it's a little bit different in my hammer fire guns. If you have a few fat hands and a striker, okay. Well, I got little hands. But yeah, I was just wondering, you know, what you guys and girls think about that striker fire. Oh, we down to 14 now. I guess stream just not all that good, but I just decided I wanted to do this stream. I'm not gonna keep y'all all night. It was kind of like I said, I was just riding and I was thinking about that whole Massachusetts thing, and I just wanted to have some gun talk. And now that P320 is what was the issue with the P320 going off? I've heard several people say they dropped it and it went off. I've seen several law enforcement officers say that it was hosted and it just shot. What was the issue with that? I only own one SIG. You know, I own the 226, the P226 chambered in 357 SIG. But what was the issue with those P320s? Okay. Can I explain hammer fire? I'm not going to tell you I'm a technician, but I know on my hammer fire, well, they won't let me show a firearm on the live. But basically, hammer fire on the semi-automatic is like pulling the hammer on a revolver. So if you look at a semi-automatic, like if you go back to my videos and you see my PK380, you see the hammer on the outside. And let's just say you look at my PPQ5 match, you don't see a hammer on the outside. It's striker fire. As far as I know, I don't think it's an internal hammer. So that's kind of the difference. The hammer is basically like what they got on the revolver. They have them on semi-automatics too. Before the striker fire came out, if I'm not wrong, for my aficionados, the hammer fire was around before the striker, right? Okay. Yeah, that P320, the reason I never jumped on that and said nothing against it is I didn't have a lot of the facts. So I didn't want to get out there and start spewing in misinformation because people were saying that they P320s was going off, you know. I know sometimes there's more to the story, but that's the only SIG I've ever heard anything negative about. If there is other SIGs that they speak negative of, I've never heard of. Now, I got the 226 because I heard about the P226 since E40 in a Major Way album and on Sprinkle Me. So you guys know that's 30 years ago. And I would always hear about this Pig 226, P226, P226 on different. And so I decided to get me one. I didn't know it was in different calibers. And my 357 SIG, I just happened to walk in the store and see it. And I asked, what was it? Okay. Yeah, because I don't like people giving stuff bad press. Shout out to the 12 people we got in the chat room. I know people jumping off and on. You might have other people live streaming, but okay. Yeah, like I said, and I just wanted to say another thing about gun talk to people who just getting legally armed. This is a wonderful time to be getting into firearms. And I don't mean like if you want to collect. I mean if you want to buy you a little small something, 4-5 firearms to protect yourself. You don't have to break the bank now. Well, it's just 2025. I say 20 years ago, Glocks was ridiculous. I mean, I know in Louisiana, a Glock was a Glock 19, Glock 17 cost you $700-800 back then. We in the gold, to me, the new golden age of firearms, because for less than $500 you can get something that'll last you a lifetime, and every time you pull the trigger it'll go bang. And Canic, you guys know what I feel about Canic. You guys know I love Canics. You can get the $300-400 Canic. It can be your workhorse and it'll be dependable. Now, the majority of people that buy firearms ain't gonna run 5,000 rounds to it and drop it in the mud and all that stuff. So I know we get fascinated with that, But for the average person, or if you're thinking about getting you something to get legally armed, don't look at all these channels and think, well, I gotta drop my gun in the mud and in the snow and to do this and to do that in order to buy it. That's just torture testers for people who get to shoot those firearms, or for somebody that's into something like the military or that's gonna be long term. That's not for the everyday shooter or the everyday person, because the majority of people that buy firearms legally or go a lifetime and never put more than one box of ammunition to them firearms. So don't get carried away. That's good entertainment. And it's good if you live that type of lifestyle outdoors and all that. But for the average person, don't go and buy you a damn Glock and put it in the mud and the sand and the water and all that crap and see if the average person ain't gonna do all that. SAR USA Canic T-Sauce are great for the money, and I haven't. You know what? I don't know about T-Sauce. I've heard about them. I've never shot one. But those SARs, man, SAR is becoming like its popularity. SAR is starting to get the popularity with Canic. Because you guys know when Canic first hit the scene, most people never heard of it. And GunTube was how I found out about Canic. I started hearing about Canic. I was like, what the hell is this Canic? I never heard of this shit. And I went and got me a Canic, man. And I was like, wow, nowhere in the world this is a $400 gun. And all it does is run, man. That's all Canics do. They're very, very reliable. And now SAR is finally getting that footing under them. You know what? Let me see that comment again. You know what? There's drivers that carry, but it's something you got to be careful with. It's a chance you're taking. You just have to be careful with it, and I'm gonna just leave it at that, because this is a national platform, and I don't want to go overboard about that, and then start having drivers getting pulled over, and I get blamed for it. But yeah, it's one of them things you just learn how to navigate it. I'll just leave it at that. I see another comment. Yeah, you're right about that. The spending money on the firearm to torture test it and throw it in the mud and all that. You don't need to do all that. Like I said, the average person is not gonna do that in a lifetime, you know. Definitely. So I got another question for y'all folks. Since we having a discussion, shout out to everybody. We got 19 people in, 11 likes. As you come in, hit the like button. If you catch me on the replay, thank you, William. I'm trying my best to put out the best content I can. Like I said, it's the nutritious channel. It's not all the lights, camera. It's not all the excitement, but it is what it is. Anybody in the comment section, what do you guys think of PSA? Because I hear a lot about PSA. I'm very curious. I've been told to get the Rock? That's the 5.7. I've been was that Eva? I can't remember the last name in the comment section. Has told me several times to get the PSA Rock. I've never shot the 5.7 round. I don't know a lot about it. From what I see, it's a very easy round to shoot. I have held the M&P 5.7. It was very slender. I mean, I almost wanted to walk out the store with it because it was just that good. So, well, you know what? My AK now is a PSA hybrid, and I haven't had an issue with it. I haven't shot it that many times since I got it back from its original form, but What do you guys think about PSA out there? Since I'm not an aficionado. Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, cuz I'm definitely yep. Yeah, you know what? I like I said, you guys know my AR-15 is a Bushmaster. I bought it used. But I definitely want to get me some PSA stuff up in here. Okay, you just heard about the PSA. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, one good thing about GunTube, when you go and watch people videos and you just pay attention, sometimes you learn a lot. So sometimes one guy or one girl might discover a particular firearm that's really good, and it just takes a while to catch on. Because we still in the age of look, Glock is king. Glock is at the top of the mountain. It's been up there so long that now people are starting to. Okay, okay. Glock has been up there so long now people starting to change, and excuse me. So okay, okay, okay. So um, like I said, for PSA, there's some good stuff. If you look, my family originated from South Carolina. Okay, okay. Shout out to South Carolina. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. But yeah, that Palmetto State Armory. When I first heard of them, I was like, I ain't buying that shit. And I just started hearing more and more about them, and uh, yeah, man. So PSA definitely. Uh, Hi, Pittsburgh area view. Okay, PSA. Okay, Pittsburgh in the house. Pittsburgh, PA. Interstate 79, Interstate 76, the toll road. I've been on that toll road many a times coming through there. The Pennsylvania Turnpike. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. I love my Bushmaster. Like I said, I was in the shout out to the general store. It's not open anymore here in Marshalltown. I walked in and I was thinking about AR-15, and I actually saw that one and I picked it up. It was using, yeah. Live in West Philly, home invasion rate. Oh yeah, shout out to West Philly. Um, I'm not 100% sure like the difference of like East Philly, North Philly, West Philly, South Philly. I know the place that I've been to the most and ventured around the most in Philly is that Broad Street down there by all the arenas, the Eagle Stadium, the Flyers, the 76ers, the Phillies, the Walt Whitman Bridge. There's that Ashland Chemical under there that I used to deliver to. And you know what? For anybody that go to Philadelphia, okay, uh, right before you go up under the bridge by that Walt Whitman Bridge, there I don't know if it's still there because it's been years since I've been there. Okay, that's South Philly. Okay, right before you go up under the bridge by Ashland Chemical on the Pennsylvania side, there's like a uh little restaurant. And I took my two sons in there with me one day when they was young, and I had me some grits, and man, my oldest son got a cheesesteak, and that was it. Live in Nashville. Okay, shout out to Nashville. I've been up and down Nashville, downtown, man, downtown Nashville. The apartments and the skyscrapers coming up is crazy. Oh yeah, you know what? And I cracked it. I did something really stupid. And Gustavo, okay, yeah, you know what? You'd have to go watch my video about my AK if you want to hear the story about how I destroyed my fucking AK. Yeah, but yeah, Philly, yeah, like I said, Nashville has changed a lot. You know, some skyscrapers going up everywhere. Okay, Warsaw 10. Yeah, you know what? The golden firearms out there right now, I say this. If you're somebody that want to get into collecting firearms, you're going to have to go to pawn shops and you're going to have to go to gun shows because those places tend to have the old stuff. The thing is, depending on what it is, you might have to pay a little bit. Um, some of the stuff is nostalgic and it don't work that good, like a Intratec Tech 9. I want to buy me a actual pre-band Tech 9 with the barrel and the holes on it. Uh, Not for the carry because those things were very unreliable. Everybody know, but just for the nostalgia and the menacing look to it. You guys know I got the AB-10, and it ain't nothing but a Jam-O-Matic. I think, to be honest, I feel safer carrying my damn High Point than I do that thing. You already know what I think about High Point, the 50-50, aka you bet your life. And if I feel more comfortable carrying a High Point than anything else I have, that tells you a lot about that firearm. That AB-10, man, I cannot get that thing to shoot without jamming. I just cannot do it. I've tried shooting it and holding the mag. I've tried holding it around the well so I don't grab the mag. Yep, pawn shopping, gun shows, where you don't go to a pawn shop or a gun show to buy a new gun, a modern gun. You go for all the old stuff. You go there for a lot of the new stuff, they're going to charge you the same price you'll pay in the store. You go there to go find things, to find accessories or firearms that you can't find nowhere else. That's all gun shows are good for now. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell this High Point story again. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 23 people in the chat. We got 12 likes. Let's get the likes up. So I have a friend of mine that had a High Point. And he was telling me that, you know, he was looking for a dude so he can take care of some business. And he said when he spotted the dude and draw down on him, he pulled the trigger. And the gun didn't go bang. I asked him what happened. He said when I let the trigger go, it fell out the gun. I said, what did you do? He said, I took off running. What else could I do? High points are that bad. I mean, I call them 50-50. You bet your life for a reason. You know what? I can't. You know what? You guys have seen me on this channel shoot my High Point. Let me tell you about these bastards. They give you a goddamn gun that is a lifetime warranty. I'm okay with that. I bought it in them damn 45. Them son of bitches, after the third gun that they had to return to me, gave me a fucking 40 caliber. That gun stayed in that box for so long, I didn't know they sent me a 40 caliber back. And it was here on this channel. I went out there to go shoot the son of a bitch. And when I got out there, I took it out the box and I went to load it. I was like, damn, my ammunition won't go in here. What the fuck? What's going on here? It's a 45. I looked down. The mag say 40 caliber. I look at the gun and say 40 caliber. I say, son of a bitch. They sent me a 40 back. I didn't buy a 40. I bought a 45 for them. You know what? The carbines. Shout out to, once again, the general store ain't around no more. Anywhere in the country you go that you see them put a high point carbine on the shelf, go to your local gun store. Watch how quick they sell it. I've never heard nothing bad about them carbines. I mean, there was a guy that used to work at the general store here in town. And every time a camouflage high point carbine come in, he would say, I'm going to get that one. And no sooner than they put it in the fucking display case, they were selling it. The West Cannon? I never heard of the West Cannon. But yeah, that high point, that carbine, I've heard nothing but good things about that carbine. Everybody that has shot one or that owns one. Oh, high point E cannon. I don't think I'm gonna buy no more high point. Eventually, I might get around if I can catch one of them carbines for sale. I'm gonna buy one, and I'm gonna go shoot it. I'm gonna do it here on this channel. Of course, you guys know we do our first shots with y'all because I want everybody to see. Don't worry, if I buy a high point, I ain't gonna take it apart because some bitch might not go back together. I'm gonna clean it the whole way. Spray a little bit of gun oil in it. Take the rag, wipe the inside out, and yeah, I ain't gonna take it apart. That some bitch might not get put back together, so I ain't even gonna take that chance. But like I said, the carbine, man, I hear a lot good about that carbine. Yep, I'm ready for that. I got reliable firearms for if the shit hits the fan. Yeah, you're right about that. Like I said, I don't know a lot about them carbines, but yeah, man, you know, and that was that G-Force Blade. I watched it on that G-Force Blade. I like the look of that thing. It's supposed to be like a Scorpion clone. I'm interested in actually getting one. I like my Scorpion. I know I told you guys and girls last year I was going to get around to accessorizing these firearms. I just haven't had the time. I'm going to be honest. I'm setting things up. I'm getting close to where I want to be so I can do more live streaming. But get back into dropping my videos, my firearm videos and stuff like that. Definitely, like I said, I'm going to do more live streaming because I be enjoying these live stream shit. I be saying I'm going to do them for maybe 10, 15 minutes and before you know it, it's 2 or 3 damn hours because y'all don't let me go and I have so much fun interacting with y'all because I know a lot of people like to do stuff live, so I'm okay with that. You guys have already seen Midday Mania and Midnight Madness, so from time to time we're going to have them popping up. I'll be posting, you know, like I said, the community tab is where you're going to find everything. Also, I'm on Instagram, Alert Zone TV, just put Alert Zone TV. I'm on Instagram. I'm still learning how to work the damn thing. Oh, okay, them G-Force Blades. You know what? I haven't seen one in person. I've seen them on TV. I mean, on these gun tubes. I haven't actually seen one in person, so I would have to look up where they would even have those for sale up here. Definitely. Like I said, they seem to be operable, and that's what you want. They're half the price of a Scorpion. I know for my Scorpion, I paid $1,000 for it. They're half the price and just reliable. Stop trying to sell guns. Now I'm just throwing out some of the stuff that I like that I've seen. That I would definitely like to get. Yeah, that blade looks tough. Okay, okay. Got a question for y'all in the chat. 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor? Which one you like the best? I currently don't own a 308, but what you say? 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor? Maybe I'm just biased because I own a 6.5 Creedmoor, but what you say? 308s? Look like 308 got it. I want that PSA rock. Yeah, I'm gonna get around to it. That 5.7. Um. So yeah, okay. 30-06. Okay. You love both. Okay. Yeah, yeah. You guys see, I got the little the 6.5 Creedmoor. I have the little cheapy Savage synthetic deal because I just wanted to get into it. I haven't had a chance to sight it in. Um, I'm definitely gonna get me a better model, better chassis for my 6.5 Creedmoor, but I was thinking about a 308 also. Uh, I seen shout out to uh Well Dressed Tactical. That was that FN was that FN he got? That 308 that he owns. That scar. Oh man, that thing looks bad. I just don't know if I'm brave enough to spend that kind of money yet, but that thing he has looked bad, man. That scar, yeah, that scar 17, man. It is. I saw his collection and then I saw him shooting it, and I've seen several people shoot those. Okay, okay, yeah. Well, if I got a 308, it would be to go hunting with. That's why I bought my 6.5 Creedmoor. I reached out to a while back to hunting and fishing with CNB Outdoors, boss man there, and supposed to be get together on the hog hunt. But if not, I live in Louis. Well, I got relatives and I got family in Louisiana, and we talking about going in the swamp one day to go do some hog hunting and grab us some hogs out of there to throw on the smoker. But that's what I bought my 6.5 Creedmoor for. I've also been invited to go elk hunting, and I want to train with a 6.5 Creedmoor and get used to that long distance rifle a little bit more, and get used to shooting through scopes, and then get me a better one because I definitely it's meat in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? Uh, to each his own. If you don't like hunting, and that's fine. I definitely want to knock me a couple hogs off. I want to get me a deer this year. I would definitely love to get me an elk. Yeah, yeah, man. You know what? I just haven't had the time. There was days, man, when I was home every day. I would get up in the morning, get dressed, grab me a couple guns, make me a sandwich, grab me something to drink, grab me a fold up chair, and just go out in the woods, man. Find me a nice spot and just sit out in the woods and just relax. I was scout. Sometimes I'd just be sitting out there. It would just be peaceful, no bugs and just chilling. Of course, I was strapped, double strapped, sometimes triple strapped, just in case something hit the fan. But yep, it's almost it's almost like fishing. Almost, Sometimes you go fishing and if you don't catch nothing, that's fine. It's just the peacefulness of going out and fishing. You just enjoy yourself, and sometimes you got to get out and you got to do that. When the pandemic hit, a lot of people ran in the grocery store. I went out in the woods. That's the best grocery store ever when it comes to meat. Um, I said, well, if the stores went empty, with the amount of squirrels and swans and geese and whatever else they got around here, we won't go hungry up in here. Yep. Yep, we won't go hungry here. So I had the old 22 rifle on me. I had the old 45 on me and the 450, just in case. So um, like I said, it's been 50 minutes. Yeah, I just keep on going. I'm enjoying. We got 20 wonderful people in here. Hit the likes button. If you catch this on the replay, hit the likes button for me, and comment in the replay if you catch it. Like I said, I just wanted to come through and just do some gun talk and not so much center it around one particular firearm or what have you. I just like to interact with everybody because without you guys, it'd be no me. Number one, this channel wouldn't be here. But number two, y'all comments on live and y'all comments in the comment section, that inspired me to buy different firearms. It make me want to try different firearms out, So, no, I've never been alligator hunting. Funny story though. So I used to work for a construction company, and at this cement company, Carlo Ditto, where we used to buy cement from, my foreman was an alligator hunter. He had a gator farm, and that man loved the alligators. Like, they called him one day to come kill one because they found one sitting in like them little coverts there, and he brought it out on the job site, and it was dead. He shot him right in the head. He said, I just walked up to him, a 10-footer. What's going on? Everything is going. It's going. Just in here running my mouth. Well, he shot a little 10-footer, 10-footer in the head, and they helped him load it up on the truck, and he brought it out there to us. And even with it being dead, when you open the mouth and let it go, you can hear the pressure. So just imagine him being alive, clamping down like that. But yeah, in New Orleans, in Louisiana, I've never alligator hunted in my life, but in the city of New Orleans, it was great eating. It wasn't abnormal to see an alligator, especially if you live in that City Park area, Bayou Road. Everybody know that's the way the alligators used to come in to town right there. They come in through Bayou Road, come in through the bayou right there. And if it wasn't enough fish to eat on, they definitely come on out of there and go walking through them neighborhoods. People let them damn cats and dogs out there. Yep, they be under them damn houses. And people let their cat or their dog out to use the bathroom in the yard. That alligator get a hold of them and you never see it again. So, definitely Bayou Road. And then out in New Orleans East, New Orleans East, the part of it is still a swamp. So it's nothing to see them on the side of the road, or, you smell a dead dog and the next thing you know, you see it in the mouth of alligators. So it's nothing new. Or eat them damn Nutri-Rats. Or Wally Gator show up and grab him one of them damn big ass damn Nutris and tear his ass up, chew him up. But yeah, like I said, beavers too. Yep. Okay, got another question for y'all. What is your daily carry around round? Is it 22? Is it 380? Is it 38? Is it 357? Is it 44? Is it 9? Is it 40? Is it 45? What caliber do you carry the most? For some reason, I found myself carrying 9mm, and I don't mean like what's your EDC. I mean like what caliber do you carry the most? Oh, nothing much. I'm just sitting in here chopping it up with everybody. That's what's good. We appreciate you stopping through. You guys know I just switched to a 9mm. The 380 was my EDC, but even so, I just found myself, when I don't carry that for some reason, 9 times out of 10, I had a 9mm on me. I didn't plan on buying more than 1 or 2 9mm, and I got more 9mm handguns than any other caliber in my collection, So, I mean, it just makes so much in 9mm, I mean, I carry other calibers, but for some reason, 9mm has been today I had my G2 on me. You know, I looked right at the 380 and just grabbed the G2 and went on out the door with that. Yeah, just about everybody carry a 9mm the most. I don't mean like
So you're keeping the car the whole time that Lizzie?
your EDC.
You're just gonna park it
You know what I mean?
over there in your driveway.
380 LCD Me Max around the house. Glock 19 outside. Okay. Yeah, that 380. Yeah, I've just gotten to the point. Well, mine's especially because it's kind of small and kind of light. When I'm out cutting the grass and stuff like that, it's my little pocket carry around the house now. Okay, the 40 every day. Yep. Both. Okay. Yeah, you're right about that. So, you know, like I said, I just love to chop it up with y'all and find out, you know. Got another question for y'all. 762 or 223-556. Platform, the best platform. I think everybody gonna say the 762 is the best round because it's just so deadly. Best platform. AR or AK platform.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure. When she said, can you keep it in your driveway, I'm not sure what her definition in your driveway is.
Okay. You know what?
Oh, no, I understand that. But that car is under my name.
Okay. You know what? I do like the AR's platform because they're,
Definition and her definition.
to me, you can do more with that AR platform. Just, am I wrong? I think you can do more with the AR platform, as far as adding accessories and stuff like that. That's what I think. I just think, you know, the 762 is the best bullet, but the platform, I've never shot a 762 on an AR platform. To be honest, it's one of them things you got to drag me kicking and screaming to. You run a suppress SBR 300 blackout. Is that on that suppress 300 blackout? That's got to be a AR platform, right? Okay. AK platform, 762 AR platform. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you're right. The AR is a lot lighter.
Even though it's a small
Maybe that's what the difference is, you know. Like I said, I'm glad that firearms have evolved, that you could do so much with them.
All right.
Does anybody own the shotguns on that on that AR platform? You know, when they first came out, I thought it was bullshit. I said, I'm not buying that fucking shit. Now I definitely actually want one. One of the Saiga AK 12s or whatever they call that shit. But that 12 gauge on that AR platform, I definitely want one of those. Now they don't sell the motherfuckers. Does anybody own one or have you ever shot one? Is it an easier shoot than the traditional shotgun? Does anybody know? Because yeah, when it was, what was the name of that company? I don't know if it was Citadel or some company. Some years back, I started seeing AR-15s that took 12 gauge, and I was like, this fucking shit. And it was cheap too. I was like, this fucking shit, I ain't buying this fucking shit. These people must be out there fucking mind. Years later, now I want one. Just like I bought a Draco late. And I paid fucking today's price for it too. And boy, people. You know what? Pistol grip shotguns. Let me just go ahead on. So on this channel, I shot my pistol grip pump. If you look real good, you can see the look on my face after the first shot. You can see the look on my face after the first shot. It is not a comfortable shoot. I bought that before my accident, and since then I've pulled the trigger. If I gotta pull my pistol grip pump out to defend myself, you definitely going to the cemetery. Ain't gonna be no misfire because I'm going to the emergency room after that. Because that arm gonna be damn throbbing. They kick like mules. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's something. Uh, just the AR platforms, things like that. The shotguns on the AR platforms and what have you. But things have evolved, and it's just the golden age of firearms now, where there's something for everybody, even if you have issues. I know Smith and Wesson came out with the EZs, and I love them. Okay. Yeah, I prefer the. I mean, Smith and Wesson came out with the EZs for people who got hand problems. They're very easy shoots. They're easy to rack. Shout out to my oldest daughter, cause she has one. You guys see me shooting at on the channel, the 380 Easy. It was hers. Then like I said, there's just something for everybody now. Back in the days, it didn't used to be that. So, if you let me say this. If you're thinking about getting legally armed, don't think about it. Do it. Go out there and get something to protect yourself, you and your family. Do that. Go out there and get that. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. Because you know what? You don't get a second chance. Life is not a video game. You don't get to hit the reset button. And you don't got infinite lives. We not cats. Once we die once, that's it. We going into the spirit world. So get legally armed out here. It's been an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here. Um, yeah, a pistol grip. Yeah, yeah. It's you know what I'm saying. I shot that and whew. But I'm gonna go ahead on and get out of here. We got 27 people watching. Got 17 likes. Let's get those likes up to 27. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. We are really, really, I appreciate y'all joining me for the discussion. This channel is really starting to gain a little bit of steam. Um, you guys and girls engage with me here. Uh, I'm hearing stories of people that see this channel and it makes them go out and get something to protect themselves, and I'm loving it. Yeah. Um, I just want everybody out there that support this channel to protect themselves. You guys know I've made videos that's been directed to the youth, to the elderly, to the ladies, to immigrants, to everybody. Everybody is welcome here. We just want you to protect yourself. Having a firearm doesn't mean that nothing can happen to you, but it gives you a chance. At the end of the day, you got the right to exist too. Yep, thanks for that. I'm definitely gonna be safe out there. You and me, we have the right to exist as law-abiding citizens too. This is one of the only GunTube channels that actually shouts out the underworld. For those of you in the underworld who follow the rules, I have nothing against you. All I ask is leave innocent people alone. That's all we asking for. Um, with that being said, I'm gonna let everybody go. I appreciate y'all checking in. We might do something tomorrow night. I'm gonna see if I can get this StreamYard thing figured out tomorrow. If I can get this StreamYard really figured out where I can drop the link in the chat, I might go ahead on and bring some people up. And if y'all want to come in and we just do it all like that, I definitely appreciate y'all. Once again, we are on Instagram, Alert Zone TV. forgive me. I've made I think a couple posts on there. I have no fucking idea how to work Instagram, so I'm gonna have to get my youngest daughter to show me this shit tomorrow. Definitely appreciate y'all tuning into YouTube. Uh, we got some surprises coming. Like I said, tomorrow, I might do it tomorrow or Saturday. The giveaway, do a giveaway. As a matter of fact, I tell you what. Between tonight and sometime tomorrow or Saturday, I'm gonna drop the next 5 parts of my gun collection video. And if you watch those videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Watch those videos. I'll tell you in which video to drop the code 504. It'll be the first 25 people in the chat, in the comment section, and you'll be entered to win this. Let me get everything rounded up, and so I can go ahead on and get these sent out to y'all. Once again, if you late to this the top, you can take shots out of there if you want. This is a mug right here. It's supposed to keep your stuff warm or keep your stuff cold, like a thermal mug. Black can, definitely. I was able to get my hands on several of these. Like I said, the screw on top right here. So we definitely want to do those giveaways. And we got more giveaways coming to the channel as the channel grows. So we appreciate that. And the incinerator is burned out. I appreciate y'all rocking with us. We out. Until next time, next video, next live stream. Stay safe, stay armed, stay on high alert.